Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Bible in a Year. My name is Natalie, and we are on day 46 today. I'm so glad you're here, and I hope you're having a fantastic day. We are going to be reading out of Genesis chapter 46, and then we will move into Job chapter 19, and then Luke chapter 21, but we're only going to be reading verses 20 through 38 today. And then we'll close out the day with Psalm 34, verses 15 through 22. So let's get started in Genesis chapter 46. Super curious what's going to be happening. I have so much enjoyed these last few chapters with Joseph and his brothers. Anyways, starting Genesis chapter 46. Israel traveled with all that he had and came to Beersheba and offered sacrifices to the God of his father Isaac. God spoke to Israel in the visions of the night and said, "Jacob, Jacob." He said, "Here I am." He said, "I am God, the God of your father. Don't be afraid to go down into Egypt, for there I will make of you a great nation. I will go down with you into Egypt. I will also surely bring you up again. Joseph's hand will close your eyes." Jacob rose up from Beersheba, and the sons of Israel carried Jacob their father, their little ones, and their wives in the wagons which Pharaoh had sent to carry him. They took their livestock and their goods, which they had gotten in the land of Canaan, and came into Egypt. Jacob and all his offspring with him, his sons and his sons with him, his daughters and his sons' daughters, and he brought all his offspring with him into Egypt. These are the names of the children of Israel who came into Egypt, Jacob and his sons. Reuben, Jacob's firstborn. The sons of Reuben, Hanok, Palu, Hezron, and Carmi. The sons of Simeon, Jemuel, Jemin, Ohad, Jachin, Zohar, and Shaul, the son of a Canaanite woman. The sons of Levi, Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The sons of Judah, Onan, Shelah, Perez, and Zerah. But and Onan had died in the land of Canaan. The sons of Perez were Hezron and Hamul. The sons of Issachar, Tola, Puva, Iob, and Shimron. The sons of Zebulun, Sered, Elon, and Jalil. These are the sons of Leah, whom she bore to Jacob in Padan Aram, with his daughter Dinah. All the souls of his sons and his daughters were 33. The sons of Gad, Ziphion, Haggai, Shunai, Esbon, Eri, Arodi, and Erli. The sons of Asher, Imnah, Ishva, Ishvi, Beriah, and Sarah, their sister. The sons of Beriah, Heber, and Malkiel. Maybe it's Malkiel. These are the sons of Zilpah, whom Laban gave to Leah his daughter, and these she bore to Jacob, even 16 souls. The sons of Rachel, Jacob's wife, Joseph, and Benjamin. To Joseph in the land of Egypt were born Manasseh and Ephraim, whom Asenath, the daughter of Potiphera, priest of On, bore to him. The sons of Benjamin, Bela, Betcher, Ashbel, Gera, Naaman, Ahai, Rosh, Muppim, Huppim, and Ard. These are the sons of Rachel, who were born to Jacob. All the souls were 14. The son of Dan, Hushim. The sons of Naphtali, Jaziel, Gunai, Jezer, and Shillem. These are the sons of Bilhah, whom Laban gave to Rachel his daughter, and these she bore to Jacob. All the souls were 7. All the souls who came with Jacob into Egypt, who were his direct offspring. In addition to Jacob's sons' wives, all the souls were 66. The sons of Joseph, who were born to him in Egypt, were 2 souls. All the souls of the house of Jacob who came into Egypt were 70. Jacob sent Judah before him to Joseph to show the way before him to Goshen, and they came into the land of Goshen. Joseph prepared his chariot and went up to meet Israel, his father, in Goshen. He presented himself to him, fell on his neck, and wept on his neck a good while. Israel said to Joseph, "Now let me die, since I have seen your face, that you are still alive." Joseph said to his brothers and to his father's house, "I will go up and speak with Pharaoh, and will tell him, 'My brothers and my father's house, who are in the land of Canaan, have come to me. These men are shepherds, for they have been keepers of the livestock, and they have brought their flocks and their herds and all that they have.' It will happen when Pharaoh summons you and will say, 'What is your occupation?' that you shall say, 'Your servants have been keepers of livestock from our youth even until now, both we and our fathers, that you may dwell in the land of Goshen. For every shepherd is an abomination to the Egyptians." All right, and moving into Job chapter 19. There's a lot of activity outside my window. I keep checking outside, making sure they don't knock on my door. Okay, Job chapter 19. Then Job answered. Job is talking with his friends still. Then Job answered, "How long will you torment me and crush me with words? You have reproached me 10 times. You aren't ashamed that you attack me. If it is true that I have erred, my error remains with myself. If indeed you will magnify yourselves against me and plead against me my reproach, know now that God has subverted me and has surrounded me with his net. Behold, I cry out of wrong, but I am not heard. I cry for help, but there is no justice. He has walled up my way so that I can't pass, and he has set darkness in my paths. He has stripped me of my glory and taken the crown off my head. He has broken me down on every side, and I am gone. He has plucked my hope up like a tree. He has also kindled his wrath against me. He counts me among his adversaries. His troops come on together, build a siege ramp against me, and encamp around my tent. He has put my brothers far from me. My acquaintances are wholly estranged from me. My relatives have gone away. My family friends have forgotten me. Those who dwell in my house and my maids consider me a stranger. I am an alien in their sight. I call to my servant, and he gives me no answer. I beg him with my mouth. My breath is offensive to my wife. I am loathsome to the children of my own mother. Even young children despise me. If I arise, they speak against me. All my familiar friends abhor me. They whom I loved have turned against me. My bones stick to my skin and to my flesh. I have escaped by the skin of my teeth. Have pity on me. Have pity on me, you, my friends, for the hand of God has touched me. Why do you persecute me as God and are not satisfied with my flesh? Oh, that my words were now written. Oh, that they were inscribed in a book, that with an iron pen and lead they were engraved in the rock forever. But as for me, I know that my Redeemer lives. In the end, he will stand upon the earth. After my skin is destroyed, then I will see God in my flesh, whom I, even I, will see on my side. My eyes will see, and not as a stranger. My heart is consumed within me. If you say, how we will prosecute him, because the root of the matter is found in me. Be afraid of the sword, for the wrath brings the punishments of the sword, that you may know there is judgment. That's what we need to hold on to. I know it. I know it. I am not alone with the suffering out there. We are all in this same boat called the world with different types of suffering. I mean, people might have their good days, but there is suffering on many days of our lives. And, we can recognize that. Has God forgotten us? What is going on? But then when we say, but as for me, I know that my Redeemer lives. We don't have to live in denial. We just have to know the truth. Luke chapter 21, 20 through 38. Chapter 21, 20 through 38. It's really funny. With the injury that I have when they split up the chapter, I have a super hard time processing between the chapters and the verses. It's actually a big comedy in my head that only I can see. So Luke 21, 20 through 38. Here we go. But when you see, this is Jesus talking. But when you see Jerusalem surrounded by armies, then you know that its desolation is at hand. Then let those who are in Judah flee to the mountains. Let those who are in the middle of her depart. Let those who are in the country not enter therein. For these are days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. Woe to those who are pregnant and to those who nurse infants in those days, for there will be great distress in the land and wrath to this people. They will fall by the edge of the sword and will be led captive into all the nations. Jerusalem will be trampled down by the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles are fulfilled. There will be signs in the sun, moon, and stars, and on the earth anxiety of nations in perplexity for the roaring of the sea and the waves, men fainting for fear and for expectation of the things which are coming on the world, for the powers of the heavens will be shaken. They will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. But when these things begin to happen, look up and lift up your heads, because your redemption is near. He told them a parable. See the fig tree and all the trees? When they are already budding, you see it and know by your own selves that the summer is already near. Even so, you also, when you see the things happening, know that God's kingdom is near. Most certainly I tell you, this generation will not pass away until all these things are accomplished. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will by no means pass away. So be careful, or your hearts will be loaded down with carousing, drunkenness, and cares of this life, and that day will come on you suddenly. For it will come like a snare on all those who dwell on the surface of the earth. Therefore be watchful all the time, praying that you may be counted worthy to escape all these things that will happen and to stand before the Son of Man. Every day Jesus was teaching in the temple, and every night he would go out and spend the night on the mountain that is called Olivet. All the people came early in the morning to him in the temple to hear him. Yep. So we've gone over this before. For those of you just new to the channel, I started the channel back in November. So there is about 2 months worth of videos before we actually started the format of Bible in a Year. So if you're interested in a little bit of the dissection of the end times, what we just read, there is a video titled End Times, or The End Times. So you can go back to that. For the rest of us, I'm just gonna let you sit and think on those words. And now let's close this out with Psalm 34, verses 15 through 22. All right. Yahweh's eyes are toward the righteous. His ears listen to their cry. Yahweh's face is against those who do evil, to cut off their memory from the earth. The righteous cry, and Yahweh hears. He delivers them out of their troubles. Yahweh is near to those who have a broken heart, and saves those who have a crushed spirit. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Yahweh delivers him out of them all. He protects all of his bones. Not one of them is broken. Evil shall kill the wicked. Those who hate the righteous shall be condemned. Yahweh redeems the soul of his servants. None of those who take refuge in him shall be condemned. That kind of ties into what we just read in Luke. We are human. And there is that back and forth on doing good works to be saved. There are not enough good works that we can do to be saved. There are enough good works to help humankind, to help our planet, to help God's creation. We have the works within us to do that, but that's where it stops. Works are not going to save us. The relationship will. The relationship is what's going to save us. So I would encourage everybody to reach deep down in their heart. You might find it's not that far away. And just start Just start talking with God. It might not make sense in your head, what's coming out of your mouth. That's okay. God sorts it out. He sees your heart. And let's just stay in relationship with Him. So thank you so much for joining me today. Please come back tomorrow for day 47. Until then, have a fantastic day, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye.